Good afternoon, Pokésports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Regulation D video, bringing you an ARBOLIVA team. Can you ARBOLIVA? I'm doing ARBOLIVA here on Pokésports. It's been a while since we've actually played ARBOLIVA on the channel. I think I went and did some research. We haven't showcased it on like a thumbnail and on a video since Series 1. So hey, welcome back ARBOLIVA to the channel. Rocking the Choice Spec Seed Sower with grass moves, normal moves, and ground moves to deal with heat rans. Now, this is a hard Trick Room team, which means we have 2 Trick Room setters, and we have a lot of slow Pokemon. Things like Iron Hands, things like Ursaluna, things like Enamorus even. Enamorus is another Pokemon I feel like we don't get to showcase too much, so I'm excited to see what the heck Enamorus does in the meta. And seeing if it can actually, you know, sneak some games, take some KOs in today's video. I'm excited to try that out. So here's the premise of the team. The premise is to lead with Iron Hands, fake something out, lead with Oranguru or Cresselia, get Trick Room up, and then click Hyper Voice and click Instruct until the end of the game. Hopefully it happens. I'm excited to try it out. Now, this team is from KSA Red, also known as Helix VGC. Thank you so much for making this rental code. I'm excited to try it out. Make sure you link their stuff down below in the description to send them some Pokésports love. And yeah, you know, I like me some Trick Room. I don't know if I like me some ARBOLIVA, but it's time to find out. So if you guys are excited to see ARBOLIVA here on the channel, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And with that said, let's get on to today's video. Very good Pokemon team. Got it. All right. Got the Rilla, got the Tornadus, Urshifu, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, and Heatran. How can my hard Trick Room team deal with that list of Pokemon? How can they deal with my hard Trick Room team? Now, immediately I see the Tornadus that probably wants to taunt to my side of the field. So be it. If it does, it does. I'm not too concerned. What I am concerned about is that Fluttermane. But ARBOLIVA, unironically, deals with Fluttermane relatively nicely. They have no Intimidate on their side of the field either. I think going Oranguru and going Iron Hands isn't the worst thing ever. And then bring ARBOLIVA in the back to see if we can get a little bit of an ARBOLIVA showcase. I wouldn't mind that either. Am I Telepathy? No, I'm Inner Focus. It would have been nice if I was Telepathy, because then I could just sit here and like Ursaluna spam them with EQ for days. Oh well. It shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, we'll just bring Ursaluna here. I have no qualms with bringing Ursaluna into this matchup. It's a good Pokemon that does good things in Trick Room. Right? Now, I could bring Enamorus here. Also, I would like to see Enamorus a little bit more in today's video as well. I know it's the ARBOLIVA video, but Enamorus, I wouldn't mind a little bit of showcase. It's a Pokemon we don't get to see too much, especially the Therian form, for 2 reasons. 1, it's very hard to get in game legitimately. And 2, I don't know. I don't know why it's not seen more. It's legitimately good Pokemon. All right, well, I could fake out the Ursh and not care. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to fake out the Ursh, I'm going to click Trick Room, and I'm going to worry about next turn when next turn happens. Keep it nice and simple. I don't have to fake out the Rilla. And if Rilla's going to waste a turn fake outing, then that's fine by me. It has to fake out my Iron Hands if it's going to fake out, because it can't fake out Inner Focus guy over here. All right, Terastallization is going to happen from my opponent's side of the field. It's going to be the Ursh going for the Tera. Water Tera on the Ursh. I think I could still take that, though. I'm sure that my monkey is fine. Hopefully. All right. Unfortunately, my Iron Hands is going to flinch here, followed by the Surging Strikes. On to my Oranguru. I could take 3. Yeah, we're fine. Hardly, but I can take 3. I can hardly take 3, but 3 I can take. Awesome. Yeah, let's Trick Room now. All right, cool. We got the Trick Room up. That's the important thing. They might want to go for like an Aqua Jet here. If that's their goal, I could just swap into ARBOLIVA, but I don't have to. I think letting Oranguru go is perfectly fine by me. It's not the end of the world if Oranguru goes down here. I'm gonna hold my Tera for now, just because I don't know if I'm gonna need it later. Now we'll just fire off a wild charge into the Urshifu, who protects. Okay. I wonder what the Rillaboom decides to do then. Oh, well, I messed that one up. I guess my Iron Hands is faster than my Oranguru for some reason. Well, it's good to know for future reference. Well, thankfully it didn't matter this turn, but yeah, really good to know for later. Well, we got a little bit more HP back, so I guess I'll take that. I think I still do the same thing. I can Instruct now and then Draining Punch then. Which kind of changes it up a little bit. That's nice. Never mind. They're just going to Aqua Jet. Gonna knock out my Oranguru, no big deal. I'm gonna get most of my health back with this Drain Punch. It's kind of what I wanted to do anyway. And I'll be able to get my ARBOLIVA on the field. Nice. Another Stomping Tantrum from the Rillaboom. I mean, it hurts, don't get me wrong. We're able to take it. All right, ARBOLIVA. It's your time to shine. The field is set up for you to shine. And I could Grass Tera my Iron Hands now. Might be the time to. I'm just going to click Hyper Voice, Grass Tera, Iron Hands, and then just keep firing Draining Punches into the Rillaboom this time. It's because the Rillaboom is the only one actually doing a lot of damage to my side of the field. I won't care about this Urshifu now that I have two grass types. Oh, I am grass normal with the ARBOLIVA though. I have to worry about fighting type moves. We'll see how this plays out. Hyper Voice. Big damage onto both Mons. Drain Punch finishes off the Rillaboom. Oh, please don't go for CC. It looks like they went for CC, which is a little scary. Do they care about ARBOLIVA that much? Time to find out. Is ARBOLIVA a threat to them? Dang it, it is. ARBOLIVA is the real threat of the game. Urshifu gonna lose some defenses. I am down a lot of Pokemon right now. Okay, Bear. What can Bear do? I have one more turn left at Trick Room too. Ooh, there isn't much that Bear can do. Because all Ursh has to do is protect, and my Bear will most likely go down. The following turn, not this turn. Which means all I gotta do is hit the Sidemon, right? I guess we'll see what that Sidemon is. Alright, Bear's on the field. This could have been an Enamorous. It's Flutter, alright. Is it Booster? No Booster. Alright, well, I will EQ. And I will Wild Charge the Flutter main spot. Because Urshi's going to protect, that's for sure. Hopefully this is like a choice specs Flutter. And they can't hide from this attack right now. Oh! Urshi doesn't even protect! Tom, are you throwing? That was questionable. Unless they forgot they were in Trick Room. Wow. Maybe they thought I was going to protect, so they didn't want to protect. I don't know, man. I got one turn left to Trick Room. That was it. Anyway, I'm getting a nice little double KO right here. All right. Maliniato. Bye. All that's left is a singular Pokemon. Unless they're so certain that this last Pokemon can defeat both of my Pokemon, then we are going to sit in a really great spot. I got a full health Ursaluna practically. Oh, I do actually. I didn't take damage from Flame Orb yet. They got a Chanpa. Oh. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. This one's gonna have the Sash. And if this one has the Sash, we're screwed. Well, I only got one play. They're going to pick one Pokemon. They're going to knock out one Pokemon. I can't do anything about that. I just kind of got to live with it. Okay, it's going to come down to this, huh? They did have the perfect Pokemon in the back for this kind of moment. Yep, there's the Sash. Dang. They can miss an Icicle Crash, though. We got to keep that in mind. They can miss an Icicle Crash. I don't really have to change my moves up, but just for the sake of changing my animation, let's go for Earthquake. They protect. Oh, they just want to get any little bit of chip that they can get there. I get it, man. I respect it. I really do. Any little bit of chip that you can get, you're going for here. But honestly, I think that an Icicle Crash will knock me out no matter what. It's just a matter of whether they hit it, right? That's just the only thing that's important. They hit it. Wow. We live at 5, baby! Big EQ! Sayonara, you can't defeat the bear. Moon Bear. I knew I picked the right I knew I had to pick Ursaluna instead of Enamorus here. You think Enamorus would have lived that Icicle Crash? Absolutely not. Ursaluna, on the other hand, correct. So dumb. GG's, we're taking a game with ARBOLIVA. Another Ursaluna plus a Cresselia. Dragonite making a showcase on my opponent's team as well. Okay. A lot of scary looking Pokemon. The double fighting type does scare my ARBOLIVA a little bit. But it does mean Enamorus kind of has a very good time in this matchup. And then we go Oranguru and we go Iron Hands. Right away, we bring the Enamorus in the back. We bring ARBOLIVA in the far back. And we'll see how this goes. I think ARBOLIVA, maybe if I decide to go Steel Tera to face that Flutter Mane, will do some really, really good work for us. Maybe I can even decide to go Grass Tera with the ARBOLIVA, just spam a bunch of Giga Drains and be okay there too. And then at the same time, I am no longer weak to the fighting type Pokemon on their team. My next concern is that Ursaluna, though. That's gonna hurt no matter what I do. I mean, maybe Iron Hands would be a nice way around it with Grass Tera. But I still don't want to take a Facade, man. Ursaluna with Facade is just too much. Way too much. I'm scared of Ursaluna with Facade. But nevertheless. We'll see who my opponent decides to lead with. We'll see if they stop my Trick Room, participate in my Trick Room. That's a weird photo. Points for creativity. Stepping out of a void. Flutter Dragonite is going to be the lead? I mean, different for sure. Booster Energy Speed. Do we think it's Imprisoned Trick Room? Well, anyway, I'm just going to Trick Room. And part of me really wants the Grass Tera right now. And then just be like, okay, I'm going to take Flutter Mane now. Yeah, Grass Tera, Wild Charge into Flutter Mane. Sounds like a dead Flutter Mane to me. Especially if you're Speed Tera, you pretty much tell me that most of your EVs are invested in speed and not HP. And if they're invested in speed, the remainder has to be invested into special attack. So you're not a tanky Flutter Mane here, Tom. You're not sashed. This feels good. This feels like a good play. They're not terastallizing on their side of the field yet either. So that's another plus for us, another win. They go for just a stray Moonblast into my Iron Hands. We eat that up. Our special attack is lower. GG's Wild Charge followed by Stomping Tantrum. They had everything planned to knock out the Iron Hands this turn. Not going to let it happen. Flutter Mane's going to live, though. We don't love that. But you know what? Trick Room is up now. Now, I learned this in the last... I learned this earlier. My Oranguru is actually slower than my Iron Hands, which means that it's faster than my Iron Hands' Trick Room, which means I can go for Instruct. I attacked last turn. Yeah, so I'm fine. I can just instruct the Wild Charge from last turn. I can actually switch my attacks up, but I think I'm not gonna. I'll just Wild Charge the Dragonite instead. Withdraws the Dragonite. Probably gonna go into the bear now, huh? No, their own Iron Hands, which honestly isn't that much better. That is also bad. And then they protect Flutter Mane. All right. Well, the first Instruct should go into the Flutter Mane spot, and the second attack will go into the Iron Hands. I think that's how this works, yeah. Which is like a cool little tech that you can do to attack two different Pokemon at once. All right. Unfortunately, not a lot of damage there. But fortunately, I could just Volt Switch here. Try to get a better Pokemon on the field. We'll Volt Switch onto the Flutter Mane. Get rid of the Flutter Mane from the game because Flutter Mane's only like 1 HP anyway. We'll go for the Psychic just to get some super effective damage on the Iron Hands, and we'll see if the Arboliva can make a little bit of an appearance. I think Arboliva wouldn't be bad once we get rid of the Flutter Mane, though. That's kind of the Pokemon that's holding us back from just taking over. All right, they go for Fake Out. That's unfortunate. Well, free Psychic, I guess. Hey, decent. Decent damage. Special defense dropping is nice, too. My Iron Hand's gonna flinch, and then they go for the Moonblast. All right. I'm still hanging on. Another special attack drop. I mean, at this point. I think I just throw everything I have into their Iron Hands, get rid of the Iron Hands. Notoriously, Iron Hands doesn't have a lot of protecty moves. Typically just carries the Assault Vest. And then 4 attacks. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm ignoring Flutter Mane for almost a little bit too long. Like, I really feel like I have to start hitting this thing, but I know it's going to protect. Oh, it doesn't even protect. Wow. Oh, the special defense drop almost helped us out there, and they outspeed mine. Unfortunate. Well, thankfully, I don't get a lot of HP back. And thankfully, I can finally get Arboliva on the field. I've been trying to do that for like the last 3 turns. Or maybe, hold on. Maybe I don't yet. Maybe we hold off on that. Maybe we just go Enamorous first and just start setting up Calm Minds. I don't hate that. Because we still have 1 turn left to Trick Room. Their Flutter's gonna protect. If it doesn't protect, I'm gonna cry. So I get a free Calm Mind up, and I get rid of the Iron Hands for free. Hopefully. And then next turn, I can set up Trick Room. All right, Enamorous. I said you're gonna get a little bit of Showcase today. Hopefully that is true. Now, do they decide to bring in Dragonite again? That's the question. Or do they just decide to... Yeah, there's the Flutter Protect. And thankfully, they don't swap out the Iron Hands. I am so happy to get rid of this stupid thing. Get it out of here. Don't want to play with it anymore. And a free Calm Mind for Enamorous. Nice. This kind of gives my opponent a choice of like, hey, what do you do now? Do you deal with the Enamorous at +1? Or do you stop my Trick Room? We'll get to see what they decide here. If they go Dragonite, I have to go for the Dragonite spot. I can't not go for it. Even Ursh. Oh, it's a Dersh. Yikes. Hold up. That changes some things. Yeah, we hard swap Arboliva here. Arboliva is going to be a big old sack, unfortunately. Is this a special attack? It is. The Dersh only threatens us if it's Poison Tera. Which it could be, so I could go for the Earth Power on it. It's so obvious. But I'm gonna Earth Power because I think it's gonna Poison Tera on me. Alright, let's swap out the Oranguru. Bring in the Arboliva because I don't think they go for a fighting type move there. There's the Tera. Is it gonna be poison? It's dark? Ah, I should have gone for Draining Kiss. I really thought it was gonna be poison. Alright, well, here's a Wicked Blow to whoever the heck it wants to attack. Enamorous doesn't take that as much as I wanted to, and I'm gonna lose some special attack. You're kidding me! Oh, Dersh, man. We hang on with Arboliva, which is honestly surprising, but it's not like it'll make a difference. Earth Power is gonna do absolutely nothing. I have HP, I guess, whatever. What do I do? I might still be okay. Just because of how well I could take hits from this Urshifu on my Enamorus. I think I gotta get health back no matter what. Nah, I'll go for Moonblast. I'm gonna double this Ursh. I'm already slower, but okay. I guess they were just trying to knock out the Arboliva. But this means that the Dursh is gonna attack my Enamorus. As long as I get rid of Dursh, I think I could set Trick Room up though. Yeah, Wicked Blow, I should hopefully be able to take this. I'm resisted. Brother. Oh my goodness. This is too much damage. Way too much. Listen, I'm gonna just have to hope I can get Trick Room up. If I don't get Trick Room up, I think I just lose. But at the same time, if that Dragonite has E-Speed, which every Dragonite and its mother has, I think that's game. I think I'm gonna have to take a loss. Now, which leads me to believe, would I have been better off with Ursaluna? No, I don't think so. Ursaluna would have been bad against the Dursh too. They would have just had a way to click close combat there. All right, well, I have to click Trick Room. And I don't even have Protect, so... So good luck, I guess. I'll go for a Moonblast. Let's hope they double into this monkey right now. If they double in the monkey, I might have a chance. Maybe not. Maybe if I went for Draining Kiss. Or maybe if I still had the +1 special attack from the Calm Mind. Oh, I went from having such a good game to having such a bad one the second they showed me that Urshifu. Really did turn the game around. All right, Moonblast. They're not going to waste any time. Moonblast into an Enamorus. They know that even if I get Trick Room up, it won't matter. And then they Ice Spinner me just for good measure, I guess. Oh, they were going to double into my Enamorus spot just in case. I mean, I got Trick Room up, baby. Yay. We did it. We got Trick Room. Oh my goodness. Trick Room. It's here. I guess I'll go for the Psychic on the Flutter, but that'll be GG's. Psychic on the Flutter main. It still lives. It's locked on an Ice Spinner. Oranguru will go down, and we're going to take a loss, unfortunately. Arboliva got to do absolutely nothing there, though. It's a little bit of a bummer. Oh, well. Hopefully we can get a nice showcase here at the end. Let's find out. Another Ursh. Ursh, honestly, is haunting my mind today. Could this be a nice showcase for Arboliva? I'm not too certain on that. Might be a decent showcase for Enamorus, though. I really don't think Enamorus is bad. It's just not great. Maybe I go Cress here instead, too. Instead of Oranguru. What are my options here with Cress? Because I haven't done Cress all day. And it might be like the difference maker, you know? So we're not having great games with Oranguru. Granted, we're not having horrible games with Oranguru either. It's still a good Pokemon. No, I have faith in the monkey. We're going Oranguru, and we're gonna go Arboliva. We're just gonna start off with Arboliva or Oranguru. We'll bring Iron Hands in the back just to deal with their scarier Pokemon, because I think Iron Hands can really do well for us. We'll bring both of our physical Pokemon in the back, actually. Another thought I had was maybe bring Cress and Oranguru. That way I have a secondary Trick Room setter in case things go awry. But I am hoping to end the game a lot faster than that. That looks like a Dursh, so maybe that means that their Dursh is a Dursh, you know? Heatran and Fluttermane can be their leads, all right. I don't love it here. Arboliva especially doesn't love it here. There's special attack booster Flutter, okay. Well, I'm going to try for Trick Room. And I do have Earth Power. Do I attempt it? Do they expect it? This is a really brave and bold move. I'm putting a lot of faith. into my ARBOLIVA right now. But that's okay. I have faith in my ARBOLIVA. They taunt. We have Mental Herb, though. It's a great thing that we didn't bring Crest. I didn't expect taunting Fluttermane to be their answer to me. And as long as ARBOLIVA can take one Heat Wave. Yeah, baby. ARBOLIVA does take one Heat Wave. We get the Seed Sower up. Grassy Terrain is on the field, helping our healing. And just like that, ARBOLIVA is getting a KO. Oh, nice. We did it. We got it. We got the KO we wanted. Trick Room is up now. Opponent, fear me. Be afraid. I might have to switch. Or I could just instruct stuff. I mean, maybe not, because they can taunt me again. But I should be able to get one instruct off before they can taunt me. Demeterios. Demeterios? Whatever. Landorus is here. I can't Earth Power that one. But I can Earth Power Flatterhar. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Doubling up into this Fluttermane. Seeing if 2 Earth Powers is enough to knock it out. I'm sure it is. There's one. Oh, it's not. Never mind. Tanky Flutter. I mean, this is also non-stab, but I am Specs. Just saying. I thought this double up would have been enough. Unfortunate. That special defense would have been real nice the turn before. All right, U-turn is going to knock out ARBOLIVA. Fair enough. That means Landorus is going to swap out into something that isn't Landorus and then swap into something that is Landorus again. Also, we learned that they're Life Orb. Okay. Which means I don't want a physical attacker on the field, but I also don't have a choice. The good news is the Fluttermane's attack will go into my monkey friend. Which means whatever I go into should be safe. They're having a hard time deciding what... You have one choice, Tom. You have one option. There is one Pokemon that you can pick right now. It's not that hard. I knocked one out. You took one back. There's only one more that can come out. It's Rillaboom. Okay, thank you. And they go for the D-Gleam. All right, big damage. Unfortunate damage is what it is. All right, well, I'm going to go into Iron Hands. Unfortunately, this feels like I'm wasting a turn of Trick Room because I kind of am. I still have Terastallization to use. I might save it, though. I can go for a Psychic into the Fluttermane. And then just fake out the Rillaboom. This will knock out Fluttermane. Best case scenario. Also, it stops the Rillaboom from faking me out. Which I have a feeling is what my opponent wants to try to do. They want to fake out my side of the field. Kind of slow the pace of the game down. Get the Trick Room over with. All right, am I getting timer stalled now? We got a long game to go before this timer matters, buddy. There's a long time left. All right, here's the fake out bop. No protect from the Fluttermane. Psychic into the Fluttermane should be enough to just get rid of it. Neato. Bye. All right. They're down to their final 2, which means they can't sit here and Intimidate spam me, which is really nice. They will get the Intimidate off on my Iron Hands, which is not so nice. And on top of that, my Iron Hands doesn't do so well in the Landorus matchup at all. All right, I wonder what can be done here. I got 2 turns of Trick Room. And I think my best option will be Psychic here. Should I Volt Switch? Because the Volt Switch will get me out into the Ursaluna. But then there's the risk of me getting Grassy smacked. I don't want that either. I'm just going to Drain Punch. I'm doubling up into the Rillaboom here. Because I'm confident my Ursaluna can deal with the Landorus in the late game. I'm not so confident that Ursaluna can deal with the Monkey, though. Thanks for damaging yourself, Tom. We'll take that. You turn on to my Oranguru. Gonna knock out my Oranguru here. They're Wood Hammer. They're most likely Fake Out. I don't know. This smells like an Assault Vest to me. And if it is, that's great. If it's not, we're in trouble. All right, let's get my Ursaluna out. One more Drain Punch should be enough. I can Ghost Tera now and just start hitting Facades. Facade into the Lando. Drain Punch into the Rillaboom. Here's my Terrestrialization. Did they use theirs yet? I might have forgotten what it was if they did. They haven't used theirs yet, actually. They might not have a good one to use. Yeah, they didn't use it on Flutter. They didn't use it on Heatran. They have one. They're not using it. Whatever. I don't mind. Okay, one more of that and we're fine. Drain Punch into Rilla, knocking out Rilla. All right. Things are panning out for us. Things are working. We got Iron Hands being an Iron Menace. And we got a Ghost Tera Ursaluna on the field. They're going to go for the Stomping Tantrum. That might knock me out. It will knock me out. And now we're left with the Bear versus the Sky Bear. Who is Life Orb? That's right. Yeah, you're going to take some damage. And I'm getting Grassy Terrain. We're caught. Never mind. No, I'm not. All right, Bear. We have faith. Facade. Into the Lando. Should be all she wrote here. They're finally going to Terrass the... Don't... Yo, if my boy whips out a Ghost Tera right now, I'm going to cry. There's no way! You're Ghost Tera! Why would you be Ghost Tera? I don't even know what to say! There's no way! You're Ghost Tera! You have Stomping Tantrum, EQ, Life Form with Ghost Tera Lando? You could have 1,500 games of VGC and never encounter this once. Brother, whatever. Take it home, 2 losses. I got no words to say. I am out of words. I have no idea what just happened. Fine. GG's, you deserve it, man. What the heck, dude? Alright, well, we had an ARBOLIVA video. Did it do great? Not really. But it was fun to see in today's video. Thank you so much, KSA Red VGC, also known as Helix VGC, for making this team public. I do greatly appreciate it. It was a lot of fun to try out. Unfortunately, we got kind of some weird games here and didn't really get to showcase it to the best of its ability, but it was still a big blast using. It was a lot of fun anyway. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and have yourselves a great night. I'm Pokésports. Peace out. Bye-bye.